Yeah, we're laughing under midnight stars. Take a seat, unwind, let it flow. This is our time, let the stories glow. Midnight confessions. Ooh yeah, mama's time to shine. No stressing, no stressing. Sip that tea, feel the vibe. Let's talk it out. Come alive, come alive. From late night snacks to love sweet fight, wrestling matches, life spotlight. Yeah, we hold it down, we make it right. But here we laugh under moonlight. Take a breath, let go, let it show. Mama's groove, let the good vibes go. Midnight confessions. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Mama's time to shine. No stressing, no stressing. Sip that tea, feel the vibe. Let's talk it out. Come alive, come alive.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait. The headphones.
Yes. And you gotta
Hello, hello, hello.
hello. Guys, we're still getting assembled here.
Ah, hi.
Hello.
Hello. It was like the mad dash.
Yes. The mad dash to get her done, to get here, before 10 o'clock because I do have a date with the bed tonight at an appropriate time. Hi, Faith. Welcome.
Oh, I don't have it up. I can't see nothing. Oh, well, where are we live at? Because
We are live
I
on
couldn't say it because I didn't
Facebook,
know. Oh,
YouTube,
so no tickety talk.
and X. No,
Oh,
we're still not allowed to tickety talk right now.
what? We
Yes.
in tickety talk jail? That's messed up.
Yes. We're not jail. Hi, Candace. Welcome.
Oh, all right. So then I will put up Twitter, and you look up Facebook.
Yes. Oh, is that Facebook? Well, welcome to Midnight
Welcome. Hello.
Confessions, the last one of the year. We have a lot to talk about, y'all. Oh my goodness. We got so many things to unpack today. We're all preparing for the end of an era with John Cena. Some of us are definitely more touched than others, but we're preparing for that. And then we're going to talk about Dynamite, a little bit of Collision, some SmackDown. So are we ready to talk about our signature cocktails? Or what you doing? Why are we on mute?
Because I was shaking my fries, and I didn't think y'all wanted to hear me shake my fries. And then I was just complaining about how hot I am in this
Hi,
hot ass.
John.
Hi, John. Hi, Candace. Hi, Faith.
Welcome.
So I'm really hot in this sweatshirt. Like I'm really hot, and I don't got the heat on. It's just a lot going on right now over here, and I haven't even had take a sip of my truth serum. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a
I
lot
have
going
it. Yeah, but if you tell us first, because I always feel like I go first. You
about
tell
what
us
I'm drinking.
Yeah, what you drinking?
John's going to be so proud of me today.
Oh, you sober?
I am like sober as a judge. I am drinking water
Oh
today.
wow.
Today, we are in H2O because I did not drink enough water to be taking in any alcohol today.
Mm.
So that is not happening. We're going to enjoy our alkaline water.
I'm drinking what I was drinking yesterday plus. Okay, so what I was drinking yesterday was blue cherry lemonade limeade
Mm-hmm.
buzzball plus a little bit of lemon drop cut water
Okay.
with some pink lemonade and from the Chinese food store plus pineapple and ginger ale cherry soda.
Got a lot going on in there.
It's a very large cup. So hopefully I don't have to refill. This will be just enough for the whole show.
I hope so. I hope so.
Because after
Terramana and
yesterday,
pineapple juice. All right, Faith. We see you. We see you.
you know what?
Always
I
get
do
the
have
vibe.
I do have a shot of Terramana. I have not put it in here though, because I think I'm gonna be just good on these two things in there.
If yesterday was any indication, I'm gonna agree with you.
Yesterday, all I had was actually I didn't even have cut water. Yesterday, while we were on live, I
What
had
is
the
up
buzz
there?
ball, just one buzz ball, and then I had the Terramana. But by that time, I think the buzz ball had it. Anyway, hello, but hallelujah, not John saying well
I know that's
hallelujah.
right, John. John's like, look, 'cause finally somebody's drinking water. I hear you. I hear you, John. Well, we're gonna
Listen,
talk about that, like I said.
Jesus turned
What?
water into wine. Just saying.
You know why he did that? Don't even hold up. Don't do it. Don't try it. There's reasons why he did that. Okay. He didn't just do it wasn't to overextend people's reach. Exactly, John. This is my point.
No,
I
I
was gonna
don't
let her
have that.
have that
I don't have the heater on. That's what I'm saying. I'm hot and my heater is not on because of this
because
damn sweatshirt. It's like a fleece. Anyway, whatever.
why'd you put on a fleece sweatshirt?
Because it matches my headband.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
mean, matching your headphones and stuff. I don't have a pink.
Funny enough, this is a workout shirt, so it's not even. I meant to make it to the gym. I didn't make it, but I was gonna make it there
It's
somehow.
always later. That's why they have 24-hour gyms.
They do, but I already told you what I'm doing. With that, now we've had some time. You ready to get the streets talking?
Is it just going to be 40 seconds of a song?
Yo,
Yep.
yo. Shh, quiet now. Leaning close. The streets are talking loud and clear. Wrestling whispers in your ear. Rumors flying, news is popping. The ropes are tight, no one's stopping. The streets are talking, yeah.
Yep. 31 seconds or something.
Dang,
It's,
you can get
it's
40
25.
seconds?
It's not even. Okay, I might make it longer in
Just
2026.
give me right after that part. We're like, and that's it. That's all I want.
Or you can enjoy that playlist when it hits Spotify or wherever I'm going to put our soundtrack.
Not her
Sorry,
twerking.
Russell.
You know what? Go ahead, twerk and twerk.
No, I ain't mad at it. There's going to be
Mm-mm.
some other songs. I'm sure you're going to want to twerk even more so.
I know, because it's wrestling, so we got a lot of shows. We got a lot of songs.
You know we do. So I did some digging this week because it wasn't like Twitter was full of all the gossip like normal. So I did a
You
little
think it's
dig.
because of the holidays? They trying to slow down?
It just felt like a slow news week, to be honest. It felt like a. So y'all can go ahead and chime in. She said chair twerk. I ain't mad at it.
Amen.
I know our limitations, right? But it just felt like a slow news week, so I had to do some digging. But I
Okay.
did some, and I
What
think
did you
you're gonna be
find?
excited about the things that I found out.
Tell
Well,
me
not
about
this
it.
one thing.
Okay. Wait.
So the first thing is about the women's US title. There was an interesting statistic that came out about it. It has been in existence for over a year, and it has still yet to be defended on a single PLE.
Well, that makes sense because they don't know what they're doing.
Yes, what she said. What she said.
There's only been what 2 people who had the championship, Chelsea, and
Not just two.
3
It
who
hasn't
each
just
had the
been two.
U.S.
Yes, Selena, Chelsea.
Oh, okay, that's
Julia.
right. All right.
Chelsea again.
Right.
So there's been 4 people, and still
Because everybody wants to go after the women's championship and the women's heavyweight championship. Girl, I don't know.
I think he was right because they don't know what they're doing. This is courtesy of Ringside's News and Madison R, because she's the one who retweeted it, or I wouldn't have seen this stat because I was really.
But that's sad. Everybody's going after the main title, realizing that we have other titles to go after, and nobody's going after them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Not that Jade has had a title defense either.
Yeah, she did.
When was her title defense?
On SmackDown. It was against It was against what was it against? Because she beat her up.
Oh yeah. BFAB.
Yeah, and then
I thought that was not a title match, but okay.
Well, no, maybe not. But I know there was another one. She just had another fight, and she beat that person up too. Oh,
but
it wasn't for the title.
No,
it was her service. What's her name?
Alba Fire.
Yeah, actually, that impressed me. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah.
No, you're right. They don't know. I just agree that they don't know what they're doing. Yes, that's the 5-time UC Award winner. John is here. We hope you tuned in to the UC Awards last week.
I mean,
if not, you can still catch them. They're on demand on YouTube.
Absolutely, on YouTube.
For our ATD people, our folks who like to come check us out. Also, check them out. I know we share fans, so make sure you caught that, because we also want to, an honorable mention.
Maybe not 5 times, but we did win something.
We're gonna have to build that up for 2026. We're gonna build that up. So Faith, we're gonna have to work on that. 2, 3. We want to get up there with John, so we gotta work that out. All Jade matches are going to be smashes. They probably are, but that's not the point. The point is, I agree with Tanisha's first assessment. They don't know what they're doing. Not a triple shot of Terramana. You know what? I'm happy I'm over here with the water. So,
drink water. Drink some water, Faith. Drink water in between.
I thought that was an interesting stat and disappointing at the same time, because here's my thing. There's been ample opportunity for them to create stories in which this title gets defended on a regular basis, but it's not happening. So that's a little bit of a disappointment for me. All right, so what we got here? You ready for the second one?
Absolutely. Oh, she said we got the highest
superstar of the. Oh, okay, yay. Y'all know I'm a little competitive.
Well, now that technically trumps your 5 times.
Your 5 times. Okay, here we go.
It's like you get 5 Grammys, right? But if you get the Icon Award, well, then that kind of trumps your 5 Grammys.
No, for the Grammys, because the more you get Grammy, I don't know about that.
Okay, well, Oscars, something, maybe MTV Award.
Maybe she shouldn't be sipping. All right, so
I just started. I'm fine.
She should be sipping. All right, so I got some Jada Parker news update, because we ain't seen her. No, that's not the update. And by the way, if you don't know her, that is literally her go-to for any I have news situation. The first thing she asked is, "Are you pregnant?" So don't feel any kind of way, Jada. If you happen this crosses your feed, this is not indicative of anything except.
And it's not me. It's nothing personal. I do it to everybody.
That's her first thing. And no, that's not at all what the news is. I was trying to find out where she's been. Okay, and I did not think there was a bun in the oven. So the reason for her absence is that it's part of WWE's plan to give her a breather and tweak her character or presentation before bringing her back.
So they say, while she be gone for a whole year and a half.
I don't think it's going to be a whole year and a half.
But I do. Been gone for a month or longer.
But it's okay, because if you look at the women's division, as long as it results in her being a champion, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly they think that something's missing. And if they want to develop it and figure that out, then let's do that. Because I am really excited for her to finally ascend to the next place.
Absolutely.
And, it'll be Royal Rumble season soon. So I'm sure she'll be back before that. She's being rebranded for a Raw debut. I'm putting this on the screen because that just made me happy.
That makes sense. I would hope so.
Why would that make sense, Tanisha?
I mean, they brought Lash up, and Lash hasn't been here that long. So why wouldn't it make sense for them to bring her to? Oh, also there was another reason why I said it, but I'm trying not to say that out loud. So
we're gonna let the quiet voice keep that. We're gonna let the quiet voice keep that in there. So yeah, all right. And then there's a nice surprise coming our way for Saturday night main event because this was missing last time, and I was very upset.
I'm gonna have another women's match.
I hope so, but that hasn't been announced yet. I think that if that is happening, that will be announced on SmackDown. No, Jesse, the Body Ventura, is going to be back. Which is
I ain't gonna lie. I think he is funny because he's funny.
She was supposed to have a match on Saturday Night Main Event. Who?
Jada.
Really?
I'm guessing that's who we were just talking about.
All right, Faith, confirm if that's Jada. But no, I missed him last time because he was my favorite part of that Damian Priest and Drew match when he was so angry that Damian Priest just walked on out of that cage. It was my favorite part with the just displeasure he showed.
He was like, that's not what you do. That's not how you do it. You don't be walking out. What is this? He was so pissed. He was so mad.
He was mad, and it was great. Listen here. We love us some Jada. John, 5-time Uzi or not, you don't understand. We love us some Jada Parker. So
yeah, this is no hate. Even when me saying she's pregnant, there's no hate.
Again, that's how she is. She thinks everybody's pregnant first. That's how they are. Didn't they put him timeout commentary on that?
Probably. That would make sense. That would make sense though. Because he was too hyped and too mad on live TV.
So I think the answer is probably, but I also think there was something else contractually wise. Ooh, Jada was supposed to be on SmackDown and call out Michin. That would have been a banger.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
I could have seen that one. That would have been nice. Yeah. And then lastly, we've been talking a lot about these masked men, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't had debut on SmackDown. See, look at that. You already slating her to Raw. It would be great if that's what they're doing for her now. You know what, Candace?
Because that's not what they're supposed to do.
No. So this was a really funny part when that happened because I was like, that was just so smart. You know what I mean? It took me a minute to really dive into that. But I was like, when Damian Priest just walked on out the cage, I just started laughing hysterically. And then Jesse just added to it because who couldn't just stop? I mean, I was in land of laughing. I wanted to watch it back just so I could watch him be angry. So it was hilarious. I'm excited for him to be back. But so there is a theory that there is multiple wrestlers portraying this masked man using Seth Rollins. Stop. Ooh, we want the tea, Faith, about this masked man because we've been debating, okay? I've been doing my research. If you joined us on Humble Roses yesterday where we made a guest appearance, we had thoughts and feelings. Kiara has analyzed the body framework of both masked men.
I didn't do all that.
I feel they are two different people.
Well, they're definitely two different people because even the person, I think the height from, was it Raw? Was a different height than the one.
It's also a different posture.
Mm-hmm.
And a different booty.
Okay, see, I didn't go that far.
You got to look. You got to look at that framework to be able to.
I didn't go that far. I looked at the shoulders. I didn't look at the booty.
Listen, it's a different person. And so that is what that article was all about. And it also came from Ringside News. And that was my go-to this time on all this tea. I'm waiting for the tea, Faith, because we've been arguing about who we think it is.
Ooh.
I feel
I know
it's definitely.
Yep. I said it. I said
I
that. I
think
said
it's Austin Theory.
they're going to join a faction.
Oh, okay. So we did talk about this, and we wanted to bring it to our show to dig into a little bit. So yesterday, and even before that, one of the things Tanisha mentioned is she thought they would be a faction, and then I suggested like the Shield, because actually that's kind of a cool development if you think about it. So,
And you want to know
I'm
something?
excited.
I just thought about that. What it
What?
could also be too, if it is like the Shield, then it would make sense why they're using the stomp.
It could be. I know it gives us another layer for why. I'm excited. This is the first time I feel like this is being done properly, unlike the last two times with Retribution and Dark State, which took months to make sense. Like, I feel like we're finally getting an interesting piece into this situation being thrown in that is actually fun. Because obviously I don't think it's Seth. I mean, come on now. It would be less fun if it was
But
Seth.
you want to know something? I can see it being Seth, and they're setting it up. If we're talking about if what you're saying, Faith, is true, and they're going to reveal next year on a PLE, then this would make sense. As in, not y'all calling them the Team Shield. Anyway, this will make sense for the speculations that it's Seth, because it could be Seth creating all these people to be a new faction.
Yeah, you got
Jesus
it.
Oh, Lord. Because he is the architect. He is the mastermind. So it would make sense to make the Vision believe it's him or someone to help him. I know, that's what I'm saying. I think he is.
I just wanted you to see it.
Oh, she said I was correct. Oh my God. I thought she said correction. And I was like, but I did say. Yeah, it's going to be a long night. Anyway.
Lord, it won't be. All right, here we go. Faith got some more tea for us. This is a big storyline that will lead to a vision, an architect, and a revolution that will be strong enough to burn the Vision down. I'm so excited. Okay? I'm so excited. Now, let me take this back to Candace, because listen, ma'am.
Timo, I'm done.
Listen
I'm
here.
done.
I knew you was talking about Dark State. And I didn't exactly disagree with you, because I have a little bit of an issue with them right now. Because when did we just start passing belts around? Like, you know what? Dion's like, I don't want to be tag team champion no more. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. Like, we just do that now. We had a problem when Charlotte did it with Becky. They just traded belts. We just hand over belts these times. I don't like that. That was my least favorite thing. And also Dark State, I mean, they're still handsome. That doesn't change. But Temu Shield, I don't know if I think they're Temu Shield. I don't even know if I would give them that designation, if that makes sense. I don't feel like they quite even meet the Temu level for that. I thought it was like a slight upgrade of Retribution. I don't think I could give it to the higher power. And with that, we can get out of the street, start talking, and get into our confessions booth, which is all about NXT Deadline.
I'm hot. That's the confession I got right now.
Listen, y'all. John was right.
Oh, God.
Faith is hilarious. She's hilarious.
Wait, what? What? Solo passed Jacob's belt to the eye patch. What? I'm done.
Yeah, you don't remember?
Not Diddy State, yo. All
right,
John.
we're just gonna John. You're abusing your privileges here.
Yo.
You're abusing your privileges. So
now I can't unsee it for one of them.
anyhow,
oh Lord.
All right, we're going to get into a recap, but first I want to have some questions in the confessions booth. Okay, you know what I need for you to do? Find something else to wear that is not that hot.
I right now I can't. I don't know what else to put on. I have my tank top on, but my tank top right now showing all my fat, so I don't want to show y'all that right now.
Can y'all help me? Why did I think she meant she was hot about Deadline? You know what, Candace? I was really hoping that's where we were going with this. But as you can see, no. That's not where we got. So the first confession.
I just want to show y'all. You see this? That's why it's so hot. This is fleece. And this is my son's sweatshirt. No less. Anyway.
The booking blunder confession. Confess one booking decision. You know, you got me stumbling. One booking decision from NXT Deadline that you absolutely despised and why. This one's hard for you.
No, babe, say his. Put it on the screen.
Y'all, we love y'all. We do. And Faith, I don't know what we do without you, girl. You're amazing.
Oh man,
You're amazing. So,
I just want y'all.
All right.
I just want y'all to understand. My truth serum is not even hitting me yet, so I'm just hot in general.
Sheesh. I'm cold. I'm over here by the window freezing to death.
I'm about to open up my window. That's what I'm about to do. I'll be right back. I'm gonna open this window. Just don't judge my TV. Okay, goodbye.
This would be happening, y'all. Anyhow. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what decision from Deadline did you dislike and why? I'm gonna give you mine because I hated that Tatum lost to Izzy. I know that it's supposed to be like, you know, a long feud probably, but I hated that it started off with Tatum losing because Sean Spears and that other guy whose name I can't remember. I didn't get it. I was like, why are you in the ring? Why are y'all looking like you want to beat up little Tatum? It was very confusing. I did not enjoy that a little bit. Yes, I was going to say, Faith, actually, I was really excited for Javon winning Iron Survivor, and I literally disliked it for the exact same reason you just said. Because
what did I miss?
That was this one. My answer was the thing I despised was Tatum losing to Izzy in the first kind of match together.
Yes.
Because of Sean Spears and the other guy. I don't know what his name is. Is it Dame?
Anyway, it was mainly Spears because the other dude didn't really do nothing but just look at her.
Right, but it was weird because why are you two ganging up on little Tatum? Like, what? It doesn't make sense. It just was like, what? That was confusing.
I mean, clearly it was mind games. They were just playing mind games with her to get her.
And that doll thing pissed me off. Okay, unacceptable. Unacceptable. We don't snatch heads off dolls. Like, woo, crazy. But yeah, I also disliked. I agree what Faith said. So I did love Javon winning, but hated because on NXT he moved up his title shot to NXT. I don't know if you got to that part yet.
No,
and then
I did. I just don't know what happened at the end. It cut off.
Well, Ricky Starks cost him the title.
Well, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen when he was talking all that junk.
The way Tanisha walked around her room just now took me all the way through. You don't know what I was thinking. I was like, girl, what is going on here? We were late. Like, we gave her more time, and still, this is how we ended up. Like, I don't know. I'm just here. Y'all know I'm just here. Anyway, I just try to keep the train on the tracks. Y'all outrageous today. Outrageous. Anyway. Yeah.
Listen, I just want you to know I'm very cool now. The window is open.
I'm glad.
I closed the door so y'all don't have to see the my man's jacket in the background because that was kind of throwing me off too. You know, just a lot happening. I just figured you know, and then he left the door open when he walked out the room. So, and you know, the kids are asleep and I'm loud. So, you know, it's one of those things. I forgot that I did not turn off the camera. Anyway,
We're just here.
you're welcome anytime. You know, if you need a laugh, you know, she will tell you I'm one. I will help you.
You'll be confused as how you ended up here. But as I said, Ricky Starks turned heel, quote unquote, by
But I knew
pulling
that was
the
gonna happen.
referee out of the ring when Javon was going to get the 3 count. And he worked hard for that 3 count, first of all.
First off, why did they move up his thing?
I don't know why they did it.
Why did the writers move it up?
He did. Yeah, I don't know why they moved it up, but they just said, Javon was like, I'm not da-da-da-da, I'm going to do this now. I don't know. I don't know why they moved it up.
Or is this a young thing? I'm in my 20s. I think I'm grown and I got this. Is that what that is? That's what that is, probably?
Maybe.
Now you
I have no idea.
Title shot. Now this was going to end up happening. I'm going to put this whole prediction out here since so far I've been good. Okay. The whole prediction is going to be this. Now it's going to be Ricky and Javon. That is going to end in a disqualification match or something like that. It's not going to end in a thing. And then it's going to become New Year's Eve, whatever that thing is called.
Evil.
Thank you. It's going to be a triple threat match. And you want to know something? They all still going to lose to La Rula. So it's kind of pointless, but I get it. It's good TV.
Okay, Faith. She got another prediction. I think we see Ricky interfere in Oba and Cody's match. We will burn this down. This is unacceptable. That better not happen. That better not happen, Faith. Because unacceptable. The way I am so looking forward to that match.
I mean, there will be no need for him to interfere in that match, though, because it's not for the title. What I can see him trying to do is maybe interfering in Javon and keeping their feud going. I think that was the whole point of us seeing them being buddy last week with the anonymous people in the cameras, like creepy people that they are.
Well, then you also had
I feel like they were building the story.
Tony show up. So Tony D'Angelo showed up during that match. You know, he attacked Javon. And then on Tuesday,
but he attacked him after the match was over.
Right. But then on Tuesday he attacked someone else different. So
he attacked Ethan.
I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on with him. Ethan was funny in the back complaining to Ava. I don't get what's going on. But again, we don't want to go too far into this week's NXT. Right. But Cody is his buddy, so I can see that. Yes, I can. But I don't think they would put Ricky in the Cody sphere just yet. Unless they're planning to have him walk the line of like NXT and main roster.
I don't think he's ready for that either.
No. I think he needs a little bit more
he'll
time.
get lost in the sauce or won't be able to keep it up.
Yes. I agree with you. All right. Next question. Oh, wait, You didn't tell me.
I did. I said Tatum. When you said it, I said, yeah, Tatum. I was upset with that. I mean, technically, if I have to really, this was my first time watching an Iron Survivors match. So it was my first time watching it. It was very intense. It was very intense. The women's match had me a little, but I would say that would be the match I'd probably be like, not, because I'm not understanding the beef that is happening between Jordan and Kaylani.
So speaking of the Iron Survivor match, that's the second confession.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think was the true standout in either the men's or the women's Iron Survivor Challenge?
I would say Leon.
Yes, he was phenomenal. He was very, very good.
He said his own. He was really, like, I feel like he outshined. Well, between him and Javon, they were both killing it. So I would say that, but I will also say in the women's, I'm gonna say Kendall Gray. I really am shocked how good she is.
Mhm.
And now, unfortunately, I understand why they gave her the opportunity versus Callie. I'm not saying Callie's not good, but Kendall Gray, I don't know. I can see her being a double champion. I can see her taking that title off of JC and being the NXT and the Evolve Championship being the first.
You can
That's
see
a
it.
good one. I could see
Yeah.
that.
I can see it too. I mean, when I saw her, I was like, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know about Kendall. Let's see. We're gonna go to the audience real quick while I think some more. All right, so we got Kendall Gray, men's Leon Slater. Yep. And then we got, but John wanted to add to it. Soul hitting that double soul snatcher. Listen,
On a bum knee, I ain't gonna lie, that was good too. That was good.
I loved that she was hopping around the ring and not missing a beat. So for me, Kendall was phenomenal, but I actually liked Kalani. I liked Kalani in that match. I thought she did such a great job. Kendall did too, taking so many of those pins. I felt bad for Jordan. I was like, "Girl, how you getting lost in the sauce over here?" But the talent pool and that women's Iron Man Survivor match, I was just screaming top to bottom, so excited. So I mean, it's one of my favorite matches to watch in general, but also I just thought everyone did a great job. But Kalani, really, I love this new character that she's working with. It's doing, let me a heel any given day. So that's that. And of course, I think it's hard to discount. Leon did amazing. So I think it's hard to discount what he did. I thought Dion did a really good job in his first one, for sure, because he played the heel role well. There's always a fight
when he beat somebody up
box.
in the thing. What's that? He beat up Joe. I said, well,
poor Joe Hendry. You know what I'm saying?
He did not shine though. Joe did not.
No, he didn't
at all.
Joe was just there to take pins and be there. Like he just him. And you know who surprised me? Miles. He did a really good job too, considering. So I thought it was really good. I loved both of them. So it's hard, but I definitely think I agreed with you about Leon, and Kalani just is the best thing ever. Okay, so
we got a lot.
Let's go back out here.
They're talking a lot.
I know.
Right
Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go back to Faith explaining what was going on with Kalani and Jordan.
Okay.
It goes back to the match with Team TNA versus Team NXT. Kalani feels Jordan has cost her that match in other sense, but also I think Kalani feels some kind of way because they kicked her out of the locker room.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
So I think that, and Jordan, remember when during Halloween, she was trying to like smooth it over. So I'm like, I can see that. All right, here we go. Let's see. I like Kendall Gray, but I feel they're pushing her soon. You probably mean too soon. So yes and no, because I felt like they did the same thing with Soul, but Soul has risen to the occasion. And Kendall, to me, strikes me as someone who will continue to rise to the occasion. Because even watching her with JC, I think she's even outshining Ren Sinclair with that Ren quarter catch crew. I was like, girl, why is she in your little group? Because I think it should be the other way around. Like, Kendall is special, for sure. Kendall beat PJ Vasca, which blew my mind, so I could see Kendall being double champ. She did? Y'all know I don't be watching Evolve. All right, so they giving us the background on Evolve right here, okay? She got a lot of stuff to figure out on Evolve. PJ, now Carly is jealous. She addresses the Evolve universe next week. You know what? Okay, can I have a confession about this? Where they always go?
Okay.
They will be addressing the WWE, NXT, TNA, ABC universe to discuss the future. Like, why do they do this? It drives me insane. And literally, that's what it says. A little marker addresses whoever's universe, like whichever multiverse we're in. It is crazy. I'm like, ma'am, addresses the future of the division, ma'am. Please, like, it is not urgent that way. I guess they don't want to give up the announcement, but it drives me insane. So that is my confession, that I hate that they leave it to that crazy broadness. All right, let's see.
Oh, see, now I'm cold.
Y'all going in. See, now she getting called. All right, Candace, in a way, NXT is about to get gutted. Yes, they are. With the main roster call up, so they have to push people from Evolve and LFG up to fill the void. Can we talk a little bit about Shiloh? I know I'm skipping around right now. What the? Listen, those little promos were weird as hell. The first one was okay, but after that, I just couldn't wait till they wrapped up. But in the middle of the match, when he took out his little teeth bridge and gave it to the referee, I think I didn't know how to take what had happened. I felt just as confused as Vic on commentary. I was like, how did we end up here? I felt so bad for the referee. I was like, how did he end up here? It's not right. He didn't deserve that. But this is what happens a lot. So the reason why I left this up is because every time they do the call-ups, they did that. Remember, they did that with Stephanie and Julia. And then we was like, who's going to take the mantle? They just out here. Still not giving Jada the championship. They just out here. And it's about time for them to do that anyway, because, Royal Rumble season. All right, Faith. She'll be NXT Women's Champ after Rumble. I don't think JC's not Rumble, but New Year's Evil. Okay. Who's getting caught? We got lots going on here. Faith is giving all the tea. Hold on. Not ABC. Y'all know I meant that. Okay. Ren is a Chelsea Green of NXT. I don't think so. Not yet. Because Chelsea is a genius at comedic timing and making everyone look amazing. And Ren is not quite there yet. And I don't know if they are using her properly. Yeah, I don't know what size her cup is. Y'all know that. She said, nope, we cannot talk about Shiloh.
It's a had a homemade iced tea cup. You never had a homemade iced tea from China?
First of all, that looks like the Chinese food.
Yes, I got it from but they make in New York. They make homemade iced tea, which is like crack in a cup, and then I had pink lemonade, which is another crack in a cup. So,
okay. I don't know. All right, and now we want to ask you guys, what is your most unexpected moment from Deadline? This is I meant Ren is funny to me. I mean, she is, but she's not quite at Chelsea Green's level just yet. That's what I think. I mean, the most unexpected moment.
I don't know.
You know what I would say is the fact they didn't use Joe Hendry more, because they made such a big deal about him coming over that it just felt kind of like, wah. And also, of course, Mr. Iguana and Ethan Page. That was... I'm going to put this up here for you because she wants to tell you about the cup. And also Mr. Iguana's Iguana antics. Those are pretty fun and unexpected and enjoyable because I love Mr. Iguana.
Listen, Faith, they are also food storage containers up here as well. But when you go to the Chinese food store up here and you want homemade iced tea, it's in this cup. Sometimes with a cutout to put your straw in, or you're going to have the top and like flip it up, put your straw in there and just hold it. It's just one of those things.
My question, Faith, was what was the most unexpected moment you saw at Deadline? So like botches, surprises, heel turns, things like that.
I know for me, I remember while we were watching, I was like, no.
I agree, John.
How you locked Javon in there? Oh, it's good. So sorry.
You're fine.
How you locked Javon in there? And you're like, don't worry, he can get out. I said, what do you mean? He locked him in there. Then he started climbing out. I said, oh, I didn't know it was open up top. So I would say that for me was unexpected because I did not expect them to climb out from the top.
You didn't know it was open at the top? Oh, yeah. So I keep forgetting this is... This is one of my favorite matches every year because something crazy happens all the time. There's always some fighting. I think they broke the cage one year. I mean, they like threw someone through the glass one year. It was crazy. It was crazy. It's always crazy every time to watch the Iron Survivor match because I'm like, y'all are trying to kill these people. It's not that serious, but it's fun. It's fun to watch. All right. So, and Faith is telling us that Joe has just put people over in a break. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And that song is awesome.
But I also think that's stupid because why are you taking him from TNA just for him to come start doing that? He could have been.
I love what he's doing with Thea.
I hate what he's doing with Thea.
Why?
It's just bringing more of her ditziness out. It drives me insane.
Yes. Listen. The Iguana and yeah, that was funny. It was funny watching the Iguana and just Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page does a good job too, similar to Chelsea, like leaning into things and making it more funny than you would probably expect it. He definitely did that during the NXT as well this week when he was complaining to Eva about, oh, it was great. It was great about getting beat up by D'Angelo. But yeah. All right. So let's talk about Monday Night Raw because
let's do it.
Now it's time to get into my hot takes. All right. So where do we start? Let's talk about Maxine Dupree and Natty's.
In that promo?
Man.
Listen.
He's over with me, John.
Listen, this time, did she actually, I think she beat Natty, didn't she? Because Maxine was standing there like, yeah, I did it. Now what?
She said, like, again. She said, again. I see how he got Lola. I'm done with John. Listen, I'm done with John. Listen, I loved that they seem to be making Maxine this badass. Like, she seems to be, like, developing into something so much more gritty or grittier, if you will, than she has been previously, which has been my issue with her character. Is just like, what? How is this happening? But y'all are okay. I'm gonna get back to y'all in a minute. Y'all distracting us, but y'all distracting us. But I really think that this Maxine's edge is nice, and it'll hopefully make her title reign richer, because I was like, why is she a champion? I don't understand this. And then I'm excited to see if Natty's character is going to cross over.
I'm hoping they're going to, because don't tease me with a good time and then go, sorry, you're going to get Natalya. No, we don't want Natalya. We want the legend. What's she called? The legend, not the legend.
Low key.
There we go. We want her. That's who we want. The one who's in these promos with Maxine. That is who we want. We don't want Natty. Natty is over.
Listen, Wrestle Faith. That is true, because whenever you say his name, he appears anywhere, and it is creepy.
Not out of toilets. Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
He really popped out of toilets?
I'm fine with this, Faith. If they do all of that just to have Natalya take that IC title, I'm fine with that too. Because I want to see...
Because that would make sense. Because at least the promos are working.
Yes. And I want to see Natty with a championship. Because that kind of stuff was built from her. Built for her. They don't want to give her the world title. Whatever. Then give her one of these mid-card titles. Because she would run that. Especially with this character. I've been waiting for them to bring this character over, period. Everyone seems to think she's transitional champion. Yeah, I'm fine with that either way. I'm fine if she's a transitional champion. I also want Natty to have her moment. She, not only does she train people, but everyone goes to her dungeon, right? Like, everyone goes there to get properly trained. You see them everyone in pictures, people all over the place in multiple promotions. And I'm like, they seem to, again, we talk about that being appreciated and giving people their flowers. And I feel like Natty, like Bailey, is one of those people that they're just like, oh, you're good. and you just get overseen. You get overlooked for opportunities, and that's crazy. Speaking of which, let's talk about Asuka's promo on X today.
I didn't see that.
She had words for Bailey.
When did she don't have words? And
No,
then
not
did
the
we
words
all
you
understood
think.
what she was saying?
Not the words you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not the words you think. Her words was basically for Bailey to rise up from the challenges that she's been given and take the respect that she's due.
Oh.
And I was like, yes. I retweeted it with 3 claps because I've been waiting. So there's definitely some interesting moments coming to the women, and I'm excited to see it happen. I'm excited. I'm excited for women to finally get their due, and once they figure out what they're doing with Bailey, or Bailey tells them what they're going to do with her properly, then hopefully we'll get where we need to go with them. Loki is coming, and the purpose of her on Raw this time is to destroy and decimate the women's division. I'm down.
I'm with it.
Let's do it. Let's
shake it up. Shake it up.
Especially because the next people I'm talking about is Stephanie Vaquer, Nikki Bella, and Raquel Rodriguez. Because that segment was hella funny if you're not necessarily a Bella fan. Because she came out talking, and next thing we know, she was on her face. So
I must have fell asleep on that one because I did not see that.
Yeah. So Raquel attacked her and then challenged Stephanie for the title because she basically said it's my turn, and then proceeded to go to Pierce and let him know that she's ready for her title match, and he was like, okay. So I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see where it goes. I like that it looks like this might be some kind of triple threat situation. Even though, I mean, triple threats are getting a little old. I will say that. Yes, I also love that they're not telling stories that are all around the women's. Yeah, I agree with that. But I would also argue, could we also tell stories that include the mid-card titles, please? Yeah, right. It definitely wasn't a fun moment. That's what I said, John. It was not a great moment if you're a Nikki Bella fan. But, we love her. She did great. Unfortunately, she landed on her face. But, we can't all win. And then, of course, that leads us to Liv Morgan's moment. So,
yes, I was about
did you
to say,
see what happened behind the scenes then?
I saw. What I did see was when she was like, hey, sis, what happened? And Raquel looked at her like, I didn't realize we had to run by nothing by you no more. She was like, oh, well, no. And I was like, this is going to go by what I'm saying. They're going to break up, and it's going because of Liv. And Liv is going to tear it all the way down from the inside out. Because she's noticing, since I've been gone, now y'all all want to act funny. Y'all happy that I'm back, but y'all all acting funny at the same time. I got you. And then once Raquel realized she wasn't coming with her with aggressiveness, then she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, I can't wait to watch her tear y'all both down. She's going to let you get that championship, and then she's going to fight you for it.
Not tear y'all both down. I also like what's going on with Liv and Raquel because I'm so glad to have you back. And then there was a bite on it this week. Like, what? Like, it's not the same as like when you were here.
Who made you God? It was like the most, you know how when we look at people like, who made you God to tell me what I can and what I can't do? Like, who are you? That's what I felt like in that moment.
Yeah. Then also her next steps going to poor Roxanne.
I mean, is she really
just got caught up in this situation? Because she's like, what you want to do, Liv? What's happening? She's like, oh, we're kind of go. I'm going to be in your corner. Let's go. When she had to lean back and pick up her jacket, I almost fell out. But I will tell you, her entrance did not look the same. Faith will come to that. Her entrance did not look the same with Liv and Roxanne as it does with Raquel and Roxanne. Because they perfected that new look when they come, into the arena, but it looked a little odd with Liv. And then Liv looked a little strange at ringside. I was like, I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know if we
Faith,
should
I'm
trust
about to
her.
put you in timeout. You are about to go in timeout, Faith. No more Terramana. No more. Drink some water. I'm putting you in timeout. And I mean, I'm struggling right now because this is hitting me, so I'm trying to slow down. But girl, what are you talking about? This distraction is real. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, the other part, we have Io Sky defeating Kairi Sane, which, I mean, that was a good match. I like seeing what they're doing with these. I know you were saying you were tired of it before.
I am.
Are you still tired of it?
Yes, because I'm like, okay, how many times are you going to see her fight them? For what? There's so many other people that they could be fighting. What are we fighting over the fact of you need to respect, I need it, but for what? Like, it's over. Like, it's done. Move on with your life. Just, you can't sit here and be telling Bayley she needs to fight for her respect. And it's like, girl, you fought for your respect and lost multiple times. Let it go.
No, she's not letting it go. But also, Faith is on one still. Faith, you're going to have us out here hollering and not paying attention to the outline. That's what you're about to have us doing. Yes, I did. So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Thank you, John, for bringing this up. Io's promo for that WrestleMania spot, the little commercial, was fire. I was like, go ahead, Io. I liked hers.
I did not like Tiffany's. I don't know what Tiffany was talking about.
Okay.
But I'm also trying to figure out, like, why aren't you injured? Like, I don't understand why she's there. Sorry.
I thought that Bayley should have been there.
That's what I'm saying.
One of the things that bothers me. I'm like,
it's one of they picking people, and it's like, I get it. And I also don't like the fact that Jay was the only black one there. It's like we have all these different type of women who can be showcasing about the women division for WrestleMania. Give me names that, like, they could have did so many different promos. Okay, you can give me that promo, then give me another promo. Give me a promo of both of them, all of a sudden together. Just like how y'all magically put Liv in there. We didn't know Liv was there. It didn't make no sense. All of a sudden now she magically there. Come on. Like, you could have picked other people. Y'all could have did a whole bunch of other promos. Same thing for the men too. But I'm just frustrated with the women's division. Okay.
Why are you frustrated with the women's division?
Because we're seeing the same thing over and over and over again, right? And I get it. They are starting to build the women's tag team division, which is great. But once again, they're not building people to actually be tag teams. We're picking people together because of their chemistry. And then what happens when you decide you don't want them to work together no more? Now someone's going to turn on each other. And now we're going to, like, can you imagine Rhea turning on Sky? On Io? Like, out of nowhere? She's just going to turn on her? Like, or Io. Maybe Io's going to finally turn on her. I don't know. But it's like,
well, maybe Io finally gets sick of fighting with Asuka and Kairi and goes back on the dark side, for all we know.
But that's what I feel like. That's what Kairi and Asuka is looking for her to come back to the dark side, because what they're doing is dark in their world. So it's like, I don't know. They're not using the people correctly, and they're not building the stories correctly. Like, don't get me wrong. I know they're trying, but there's so many other things that they could be doing with the women's division. And truthfully, even with the men's division, because I feel like even the tag team division for the men is like, okay, cool. We're about to get the New Day and the Usos. Okay, cool. Because we haven't seen it in a while. It's going to be exciting. We know they're going to have good matches, but what happens next? Who else is coming?
I'm glad you took us there, because I was going there next. So I have to tell you that I'm really excited. And yes, I want to answer Candace. Yes, they do the same thing in the men's tag team division, because I still don't feel like they properly broke up Austin Theory and Grayson the way it should have been, instead of this weird background nonsense. And sometimes, admittedly, this is confession time. I do get bored watching WWE. But
Candace literally just said that.
yeah, no, I saw that. So I'm like, yes, I also get bored sometimes. But I will tell you, you know who did not bore me this week?
Who?
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Well, no, they are actually fighting champions and making it thing. And I hope they don't lose their titles unless they're losing it to Leon and Javon. But
that's a non-title match.
I
But
know.
when was the last time you were excited about a tag team match with the War Raiders?
I would say when they. It's been a while.
Yep, it's been a while. The way that I watched that match in utter excitement, I was so focused on it. I thought they did a fantastic job. I do and am excited about the Usos and the New Day, New Old Day, New Day. You know what I'm saying? Them, because I feel like they know that we're bored, basically. So I'm basically leaning into what you're saying. I think they know that as an audience, we're getting a little bored. Things are getting a little stale. And we know that the New Day and the Usos have bangers every time they get together. But I also feel like we just haven't had that flux of tag teams in the division to be able to have this competitive moment. So I also think that, like, I'm excited about it, but you're right, it's happened a million times. So, but I wonder if this new Jay, because this is not the Jay that they faced before, right? It's not the Jimmy they faced before. These are post Bloodline Usos. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. I think they did a great job, and I kind of love the way this tag team division is moving. Now, what Grayson's doing there, your guess is as good as mine.
But I like how he was like, so I'm going to safely run myself back out of here. Cool. See you later. He didn't want to smoke.
Are you mad at him? I'd be like,
I ain't mad at him. I actually thought that was funny. I was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, you can run that way. You can run that way. So, I mean, okay. I don't know where I was going. Okay, go ahead.
How are you feeling about Gunther and John Cena's situation with Gunther, talking about how he's going to make John Cena give up and quit wrestling? Even though
the retirement match. Gunther, he's already quitting wrestling. That's why this is his last match. What is wrong with people?
I don't know. I thought that was insane.
Feel good? You want a cookie for making you think that you're gonna make him like? I don't get it. What's she saying? Know.
She said all the tag teams for the men are coming back. New ones will debut. Also, whomever the tag team champs will be after Phenomenal Dragon. I really like that. Might even go to NXT with the titles to give opportunities. But they have an NXT tag team title.
That's what they're called. That's what the name they came up with.
I don't know, but I kind of love it if it is.
I like it though. I do. I like that if that is.
I think we do have good tag teams. We're just not telling the stories. What about the Creed brothers? Do you know this is the first time we saw them, and it was during a commercial break? During Raw, it was during a commercial break, and I was like, I thought they were, at first I thought they was under the the Grande Americano Los Grandes.
Aren't they though?
No, they're not. It's actually Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Yep. I was excited when they brought them up to the roster too, because the Creed brothers were amazing at NXT. But I think sometimes when we have the when they move people over, they make the mistake of not figuring out the storyline. So it's like they go to the main roster to get, right, you said, lost in the sauce. Same stuff that happens to a ton of people. And they don't ever move them from the sauce. They don't mix up the sauce. It's just, She said that's not the name of AJ and Dragon Lee. Lena Dow. Remember Lena? Shout out to Lena. She named them that, and I love that she did that. Okay.
I like that too. Okay.
These are now tribal Usos. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm tired, apparently. These Usos will be grittier, angrier, and stronger. Mm-hmm. Not saying that they will take L's. Well, not take L's, but not many. I am excited. Bring me that. Because I feel like they did a good job with setting the standard for the tag teams. And then when they lost both tag team belts, it went to this weird situation. And then on SmackDown, they managed to like recover the heat of the tag team division, and then it crumbled since it's sitting there on, you know, what's their names? Jesus. The creepy people.
Oh, Body 6.
Yes.
Yeah, they haven't had a match either.
Well, they're too busy going back and forth to AAA. So I was like, it's very confusing. It's just like they did all this work to make it die, like I said before, and now Raw is picking up. So now I think maybe it's cyclical. Maybe they tell their stories, you know, backwards and forwards. Candace, you know what, Candace? Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. I love Candace. I'm just gonna say that. All right. I know a lot of people were confused about Jay's crash out last week, and now he's back in tag. The crash out was to signify the end of his solo run.
For now.
So it made me, it felt that way, especially with Jimmy talking this week and saying, like, yes, we had a talk and now we're doing this and now we're, moving into this direction. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that right now. And hopefully he'll regain his confidence through this tagging with his brother, at least until Naomi comes back and has that baby. And we hopefully can move her and Jimmy into some kind of elevated positions together.
You know what?
I love y'all. I'll tell you. Yes, I will. Even though I think he's just as tired as I am.
Yo, I'm done. I am not.
I think he's just as tired as I am today. So, I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, what I will say about this Gunther vow is that I'm going to be disappointed. And we'll get into that in the predictions if he actually makes John Cena give up. Even though he did comment on an interview that this is the passing of the torch, which we kind of knew anyway. But still. All right, we talked about all of that. Oh, this is what I was going to do. I forgot to answer this question for you. So they moved up this situation because there will be a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match next week on NXT with Joe Hendry, Leon Slater, Dion Lennox, and Miles Bourne, with the winner challenging Oba Femi at New Year's Evil. So that's why. John said never. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you're saying never to. All right, I wanted to go back to this one. The Creeds were supposed to go forward with Shorty G, but then Shorty G got hurt. I know. We haven't seen him for a while either. So I wonder if he's still on the injuries list. I wish they did the same thing they did for TNA and give us the injury report. That's one of my favorite parts about TNA. Okay, is there anything else we wanted to cover from? All right, let's talk some NXT.
Let's do it.
I think Dion Lennox. You do, John? This is a good moment here. So here's my thing. We just did this in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just did this in a way. So I can't imagine that Ricky isn't getting his rematch. That's the other piece that made me kind of confused too, is I was like, they moved on with Javon, but didn't give Ricky his rematch. So maybe that's the situation that feels like the confusing part with this, is that how do you maneuver when you have these two people so close to that? Do you do another triple threat? Because sweet Jesus, we already know Oba Femi's going to win that, so please don't do that. Okay, cool. In the meantime, y'all can keep me company while Tanisha takes a brief break. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself, and I believe in me. Aww. I want him back. I think Chad Gable became one of my favorite parts of Raw too. And we need the draft. I know I keep saying this, but I am going to be on this hill forever. We need the draft. We need to mix some things up. And right now it's just dead in a lot of areas. And it's very boring. The devil is a lie. John Cena doesn't tap out. Well. I don't want to see John Cena tap out on his last match. I think we've come a long way, especially in my appreciation for John Cena, that I don't want to see him tap out either. And it's taken me a really long time to get to that point. You think Javon could cost Ricky that match for sure? Well, Ricky, I don't think Ricky's in that number one contenders match. So I'm not really sure where Ricky is going to find himself except against Javon at this point next. Because they're already earmarking Oba Femi for this next feud. So now you really need to do something with Javon and Ricky, like Tanisha said. So I'm guessing that's why all of this had to happen. Yeah, I listen, Candace, the way that I am so uninspired sometimes by the things that are happening, they need to shake it up so bad. Can we also draft some of the writers from NXT and move some of the writers from the main roster down to be under the learning tree of Shawn Michaels, so perhaps that we can do a better job. No, I thought so too, Faith. I thought at first he was supposed to be in the number one contenders match, but when I looked again, he's not, which also makes it's confusing because I would think, why wouldn't we do that rematch? Because he just lost the title. So Ava just used the rest because they were tied. That is the other part that I didn't mention that I want to spend a little bit of time on, is I loved that the women's ties were all 2-2-2-2, all 5-way. It was like so exciting. That last half of the match was literally hit after hit after hit, which was exciting and interesting and like fascinating. And then for the men, I love that it was only 1-1-1-1-1, right? So I was like, the women are clearly the strong players here in this game, and they did a fantastic job. But we just did this though, John. I mean, are you excited about seeing this again because we just did this? I feel like in that case, they should have just had a tournament to get to the number one contender again and then had them face people one-on-one. I think I would have been more excited if they did a gauntlet match instead of just putting them all in a 4-way. Devin, hey. Welcome. They did go to the buzzer. It was insane. That last minute you couldn't look away. You didn't want to look away from the screen, right? But yeah, I feel like I would like the idea of a gauntlet match because I think it is set up to fix the challenges we're seeing with this 4-way, because we literally just had this match. So I would rather them have to fight their way through all 4 people to get to the end, and then that person go against Oba Femi at New Year's Evil. That's what I think makes the most sense for me. But I also want to talk about this North American Open Challenge situation with Blake Monroe, which was hella funny. Because we all know that Blake is no Ilian Dragunov. We know she's no Sami Zayn. And when she saw all those women coming out to the ring, it was crazy. And then her and Thea Hale got into that, quick little match thing. And technically, Blake tapped out, right? So maybe they're setting up Monroe and Thea Hale for next week. And with John Hendry's tutelage, we could finally see Thea Hale do something special, though I don't think she's ready to be a champion yet. I forgot how young she was when they were on the show talking about that she had been in the locker room since she was 18 and now that she's 22 or 23. It was really crazy to kind of think about how long I've been seeing her on my screen, being in the whole Chase U situation. Also, I'm really sick of the Chase U thing. I thought it had gone out of business and then it came back with these random people who should not be on my screen. Similar to what is that tag team that I wanted to? I don't even think I watched their match because they didn't have a match. They had a behind the scenes segment after their promo when they were talking about traveling, I believe, to Japan, and that was boring. So I wasn't excited about that piece of NXT. But again, Kalani showed out with that match with Jordan Grace. Again, Grace went through the barricade. It was phenomenal. The whole thing was a phenomenal match. And I don't know. Do we think it's over? Hank and Tank? You know what? Thank you, Devin, because I don't care about Hank and Tank. And I have yet to appreciate them at all. I did not like.
Are you doing
Hank and Tank.
AEW?
No. I should have since you weren't here, but no.
Well, I had to go to the bathroom. My bad.
You were fine.
Sorry.
I'm still talking about NXT. We were talking about Hank and Tank. I don't know if you got to that
I
part.
can't stand them.
See, I'm not the only one. I couldn't even remember their names. Thank you.
It's crazy.
Thank you. Stupid. I was sick of them. And then I just said, I don't know if Kalani and Jordan are done. Done.
Absolutely not. They're not done.
You don't think so? You think it's going to a steel cage match or something?
Something, because, Jordan is still pressed about it. I can't believe I lost. With icing her shoulder. Well, ma'am, get over your life. Girl, you lost. But I also don't understand why they brought her there too, unless they only brought her there to bring other people over too. But it's like, why keep putting her in title matches and not giving it to her? That's like doing Jada Parker.
OTM, yes. So it took me a minute to realize OTM was out of the mud. I'm gonna be honest and confess that to y'all. Hi, Lena. We were just talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking
Say
about
her name and she shall appear.
I see. You know what, Faith? You and OTM, they can come get you out of the mud anytime. Listen.
What?
I understand. I understand. And they habla español, in case you didn't know that. So I ain't mad at it. All right, they need to stop making my girl Jordan lose. Either give her a title run or send her to the main roster. So this is another question I had. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not sure why she keeps losing. She needs to win. There's someone else I'm about to talk about with AEW who better win something soon. But I don't get what's going on with Jordan. I thought they were positioning her as kind of a powerhouse, and now it feels like they're just not doing that at all. She just is somebody to just get over her and keep going. Are they doing? I mean, is this because they were both coming from TNA? Is this why, like, it seems similar that they're doing the same thing with Jordan that they're doing with Joe Hendry? So it feels that way to me. But y'all ain't wrong.
But she's been here since now, what? After that Royal Rumble, when her and Naomi was on together?
Yes.
You know what? Faith, you in timeout.
Okay. Faith is time. I just thought it was funny. I thought we should share that with everybody who might not be paying attention, because I love Faith's commentary. I love Faith's commentary. All right. Let's talk about some AEW, because I have enjoyed this Continental Classic, even though I know, don't worry, we won't spend too long on this, Tanisha.
No.
You got that.
Y'all and Candace can have so much fun.
You got that look on your face like I'm glossing over. Don't worry. It won't be too long.
I'm not gonna lie. I took a little power nap in the bathroom.
That's crazy. Y'all. Thank you for your confessions. Like, you are forgiven.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
She said, I will take the time out for OTM. Anyway, so this Continental Classic, the rules are very complicated, okay? So they get points based on their wins. They get 3 for winning. It's a timed match. There can be no what's it called?
Disqualifications?
People coming in. You know, exactly. Tanisha did love Okada, but does she like hold on to this past the pay-per-view? No.
Who was Okada? Was he sexy? Or was he just somebody?
He was not sexy according to you. Not
he
according
wasn't?
to your sexual profile. No.
Okay, we talk about real quick about how Roman gave us the
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Well, can we hold that until I go through some quick AEW highlights, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. So the Continental Classic moved forward. These have been some really great matches. Definitely watching Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. Seeing you, like I said, you get 3 points for winning. You get 1 point for tied. You get 0 points if you lose. So there are several people in the tournament.
You know what?
There are several people in the tournament who got 0 points. So I have been cracking up as I'm watching this. So Takahashi.
Faith, you're in the corner. You're not supposed to be talking.
Takahashi moved into the first place. He's tied because he beat John Moxley. I was going to say, isn't he Japanese? Thank you, Candace. Faith goes back to the corner. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he beat John Moxley. But John Moxley...
Wait, he beat... Wait,
also really John? Good. Yes, I'm going to get to John in just a minute because I have thoughts. I have thoughts about John. And then Mascara Dorado beat Claudio Castagnoli, who has 6 points. That's great
that you said that versus me because I probably would have butchered that all the way to the moon in the back.
Yep. Then we have... And then Darby Allin was replaced because he was technically in the hospital due to injury. Now we saw some of these crazy matches. He had a match, I don't know if it was with Speedball or somebody, but that match, he looked, you know how Darby just goes with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like he just does these moves and he just gives it to God or whoever's holding him up because at this point, it was insane. So they had to replace him because he was injured. And you know who they replaced him with? You know this person, Jack Perry. Jack Perry was the one who came out with Luchasaurus, the one with the mask. Sounding any familiar? No? Anyway, point was, they had a match on...
Yeah, I don't know none of these people's names.
It's fine. It's fine. On Dynamite, he had a match. And this is where my notes come in handy because the way that I was hee-hee-ha-haing at Dynamite...
You need a notebook? Let's go.
Yep, I got a notebook. She said Korean, man. I'm going to take that off the screen. All right, here we go. Congratulations to Willow.
Wait, is that what we're supposed to be talking about right now? I thought you got
Yes. The Babes of Wrath.
And Harley Cameron. You said you got your notebook for what we were just talking about with the... Okay, go ahead.
Yes, it's next. Don't worry, it's next. I just was going
I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Okay.
I appreciate you. I'm sorry. But yes, I should have gone in order. I didn't realize I was okay. Anyway, so congratulations to them for their tag team title match. Yeah, she got to give it a chance, Candace. I keep telling her, if you could just live in the moment, especially for these continental matches, because as long as it doesn't involve John Moxley, there's probably not going to be any blood.
I would like the record to show the last AEW pay-per-view. I lasted for an hour and a half, and then I was over it. Okay, I was trying. Okay, I was trying. May fell asleep on a match or two, but I still was trying until he kept poking somebody with a fork. It was too much.
I know it's hard for you. I'm sorry. It's hard for you, but
I'll keep trying, Candace. I'm gonna keep trying.
It's fun, especially if you watch. So I was watching Dynamite, and I was having a blast while I was watching it. I wasn't even doing anything else while I was watching it. Well, yes, I was. I was doing this outline, but I was also just enjoying the wrestling because it was wrestling. There was this amazing match with Speedball and Okada. And Speedball looked like they had broke his back by doing a power slam on one of the, what's it called? I wrote it down. It was a board, but also the divider. Let me see what it's called. Ooh, I wrote it down.
You mean a barrier?
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Because the way that they put it, they have it like as this bar, and then there's a screen instead of the guardrails like they usually have. Mm-hmm. And so he gave him a power slam on that, and all I kept thinking is, how's this man getting up? Because Faith, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. I was like, wow, it was so good. These matches have been phenomenal. And again, there wasn't a ton of blood on TV because they can't do the same that they do on pay-per-views. So there's that. I would like to talk about why Jack Perry, see, we're coming back to him, why he's being recruited by the Don Callis family, which is the black hole, as I like to call it. I don't understand. why they decided to approach Jack, except that he really took Okada to the
Is that
limit.
the thing that has 10,000 members?
That's right.
Mm.
And now he got the Young Bucks $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's exactly accurate. Okada's part of it. Takahashi is part of it. There's lots.
But
of people.
Takahashi,
Kyle Fletcher is part of it.
and Okada, they hate each other.
Yep. They had a team together recently, though. I hope they squashed it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I caught that episode. Either way, I think if you gave it a chance, you would really enjoy it. And I say because it was really fun watching him turn down Don Callis. And the match that he had with Okada pushed him off the top of the turnbuckle on the top rope. And the way that he fell, the camera grip caught him. And he still looked like he hurt the hell out of his ankle. Like, I literally stood up in my chair. So there's a lot of things that happen with AEW that are not scripted, that might help in the sense of, like, you can get bored by WWE sometimes. And with AEW, you never quite know what's going to happen. So I think you could give a chance, like a Dynamite or a Collision, and I think you might enjoy it. Especially because, like, you would have loved that tag team match with Babes of Wrath and Tony and Mina.
Was Tony licking people?
No, but Joe Perry. So Jack Perry bit Okada's junk too.
You see, and you think I'm gonna like that? What is wrong with you?
It was really funny though. Come on now, it was funny. Anyway, you get a sense of humor. You'll see. I promise. You gotta build your tolerance up, like Candace said. You gotta build your tolerance up. And then there was a match with. They're preparing for the match with Daniel Garcia against Mark Briscoe, which you liked Briscoe, by the way, up until the blood got in the way. But I don't think that wasn't the fork one. Maybe, or was that after the fork one? Anyway, the Death Riders had this great promo. And you know who Jon Moxley reminded me of? I know this is going to be crazy. You ready?
I'm ready.
You know how Diddy, we was watching that documentary and he was in the beginning of everybody's song? That's how it felt. He did lockjaw on that man situation. You're right, Faith. But he was in the beginning of the promo, which was fantastic. And then Daniel Garcia finished it because, you know, he's going against Mark Briscoe for that title that just came out of nowhere, the Continental or whatever one that came out of questionable circumstances. But it was such a fantastic...
Wait, is that the one that Ricochet won?
No. Well, no. Mark Briscoe won the one from Kyle Fletcher. No. So you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I was wrong. The Continental one is the one that Ricochet has. I do not know which belt is the one that Mark Briscoe has. Sorry. I don't remember. I don't know if I wrote that down, but I probably didn't. But the point is, let's take a moment to talk about Jon Moxley. So we were just discussing people who need to win. Mm-hmm. He needs to win something. In his promo, he said, if they're not willing to work, let them not eat. And that we are hungry. Thank you, Candace, the TNT title. He was like, we are hungry. And I was like, you should be starving because all you seem to do lately is lose. And I don't know. If I was in his faction, I would have concerns about a leader who gives up and a leader who loses. And he's talking about not letting people eat. I was like, it should be performance-based. So as I was listening to Jon Moxley, I was like, is anyone else concerned about their leaders' nonsensical ways? But it was a really good promo, and I'm excited to see this match with Briscoe and Daniel Garcia. Then I did watch the thing with Swerve and Hangman versus Hobbs and Shibata. And that's all I want to talk about from that. There you go. But
Sweet, right?
I think Mercedes is on a losing streak, and I think it's important. So this is another thing. Mercedes is on a losing streak, and she's
Mm.
starting to lose her crap as a result.
Mm.
And watching her
glitters isn't
spiral,
gold.
that's right. And she's starting to spiral, though, right?
I mean, she should be.
So, I mean, winter is coming is what the Dynamite situation was. It's the event name. And Paige and Strickland beat the Ops, which is crazy. They were all over the arena. They were in the concession stands. I think you would have really enjoyed some of this if you leaned in. And then Samoa Joe defeated Eddie Kingston to retain the AEW World Championship. But I don't know if there was blood or not, because I didn't, I think you could give it a chance that you would love it more. That being said, yes, Candace, I also heard Eddie Kingston has 6 years on his contract. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. But he said once he finishes his 6-year contract, he move into Alaska because he don't want to be around people. I think that man need therapy. And I think it's okay to go ahead and get the support that you need. All right. This is Mox, come home, honey. Your wife, Sweet Renee, out here beating up RJ City. AEW is not good for y'all anymore. Now come on home. That's crazy.
Wait, Renee's fighting?
Renee, her role in AEW is one that is very flexible. She could be in a backstage segment being groped or kissed or rubbed by Tony or whomever. Or she could be fighting RJ City out here. I don't know.
Wait.
But I know that Mox has no desire to come back to WWE at all. But admittedly, I do think he's just as good as Roman and Seth. And I'd love to see them all back together. She beat the hell out of that man. Well, she got a child, so she know how to get her done. You know what I mean? She know how to get her done. So I respect that.
Well then, I'll have to go watch a clip.
Please do. There's a couple clips I want you to check out. I do want you to see the full match between the Babes of Wrath and the Timeless Love Bombs, which is Toni Storm and Mina, because it was very, very good. And at the end, they congratulated the champs. Renee had enough of his ass and jumped him in his intro. Yeah, I get that. I get it. Because
now I feel like I'm about to look this up because I don't know what y'all talking about.
He's a pain. I know, but this is why you got to do some of that. But you know what time it is?
Speed round.
You got it.
Ding ding goes a bell, it's the speed round thrill. Who's gonna rise? Who's taking the spill? We're calling the shots, no time to chill. This is the moment to flex their skill. Who's got the bell? Who's hitting the mat? Who's taking the yell? Who's got the comeback? Back. Main event mamas, we're spitting predictions. Fast like a jab, no need for revisions. Pick 'em quick, call a move, lay the mission. Main event mamas, it's a wrestling tradition. Chokehold tight or a suplex flight. Cage match chaos or a ladder fight. Tag team dreams or a solo mic. We're throwing the dice on the spotlight. Main event mamas, we're spitting predictions. Fast like a jab, no need for revisions. Pick 'em quick, call a move, lay the mission. Main event mamas, it's a wrestling tradition.
I even did the.
I can see you on the camera. Don't worry. See her on the camera. That was crazy. We're here drinking. Listen.
That's my favorite. Yeah, out of all the songs, this one is my favorite. When she's played it for me, I played it 6-7 times. I was like, and I haven't stopped playing it. Understand, once we have our soundtrack out, that is definitely going to be in my car. Definitely booming, windows down. They're going to be like, who? Me. And then it's going to be over.
Don't worry, it's coming. That is my Christmas gift to y'all. That is my Christmas gift. Is I will put all of this together and give you the soundtrack of our first season with a couple bonus tracks. Okay, a couple bonus tracks. All right, you ready for the speed round?
I'm ready.
All right, we're talking Saturday night main events. So we're going to start with AJ Styles, Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater, not for the tag team titles. Who you got?
Javon and Leon.
I'm going AJ and Dragon Lee.
Well, because it's not for the titles, it's going to be a great match. So I don't think they're going to win.
I think it's going to be a showcase, but I still think it's, AJ and Dragon Lee pulls it out. All right, we got Bailey versus Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka.
I think Sol Ruka too, because Bailey, she loved taking her L. I need her to rise up, like Oscar said. She got to stop taking L's too.
Rise up. Okay,
that's right. She need to do exactly that. Rise up. Exactly. All right, we got Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. My favorite match on the card.
My ruler, Oba Femi. I'm going to wear my Nigerian garb.
You have Nigerian garb?
No, I'm pretending.
Okay. You know what? As I told Dallas, I am going to be wearing a glittery black gown with sequins with a slit to Cody Rhodes' funeral, because Oba Femi is for the win.
Oba Femi?
Oba Femi. For the win. And then the last match, John Cena versus Gunther. Who you got?
Gunther.
I think Cena will go out on a win. So I'm going to go Cena.
I would hope so, but yeah. Never know.
I see. And with that, we want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight and you hung tight with us. It's been a pleasure enjoying all the fun with our crew. Lena, he's going to... Okay, first of all, I know, right, Candace? You know what? Listen, I will absolutely be wearing that to Cody's funeral because Oba is Oba for the win. But Super Cody has to be losing. There's no way. Super Cody has to lose. And there better not be any unfortunate
interferences,
disqualifications. They should be banned from this night. There should be no disqualifications. Faith says, I will be wearing a cheerleader outfit with matching pom-poms and a headband that says there is only one
pom-pom.
And Cody, breathe, girl. I'm still going to send you some allergy medicine. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and sharing your hot takes about NXT and all the things. It's been a crazy year, and you all make our confessions booth one of our favorite places to be, period. Since this is our last Midnight Confessions of the year, I want to let you know we're going to be taking a short break between Christmas and New Year's, except for an AEW pay-per-view that we're going to cover in the meantime. So don't worry, Candace. I am going to drag her into that for sure, because there is an AEW pay-per-view between Christmas and New Year's. But this entire year, you guys have made it amazing to come to you and bring you all of our hot takes, our parenting talks, adulting, relationships. We have so many fun things for you guys next year. Our break will not start until, like I said, around Christmas. So there is some content coming out next week, but they will not be Midnight Confessions. So we'll take this into the next year. You will get a best of situation where you get to find all these clips from the episodes. Our 58 episodes by the time we get to that point, where you'll get clips of all the craziness. You'll get some fun stuff. Our newsletter is out with all the fun things we did from November. You get to see all the blogs. If you haven't checked out our Aftermath True Crime podcast, that's another episode that will premiere next week for you guys. We're going to hold you over. We're going to hold you down. You guys are absolutely going to have content, so you will barely miss us as it is. And then we'll be back with new wrestling takes. We're also going to be on a couple different podcasts, so stay tuned to our social medias so you can find out where we're going to be, because I think you might know it's one or two that we're going to hang out on in the meantime. So with that, where can they listen to us, Tanisha?
Well, I'm happy you have asked. If you're gonna miss us that much, you can still listen to us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, Pocket Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You know what? That's what I've been forgetting. Spotify, because I'm like, where's this word come from? Spotify. And then of course, you guys can always find us on our individual channels. You can find me, Tanisha_Mama on Instagram and on TikTok. I promise I'll probably start trying to post things on TikTok. I'm there.
You might have a little bit of free time.
Yeah. You're gonna find Kiara at Kiara Mama Pod on Facebook and on Instagram, and Content Vixen on X/Twitter. What else?
You can follow our actual podcast.
That's
where
true.
you can catch all of our best of clips.
That's true. On Main Event Mama's podcast.
On our website, maineventmamaspodcast.com, or actually our social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, excuse me.
X.
Sorry.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're not everywhere, but we're everywhere.
We're almost
you never
everywhere.
know.
And there might be, who knows? Once we get with the AEW situation, we could just pop on and give you the recap. And if your notifications aren't on, you won't know. So,
we may have a watch party in January for a special thing, but we don't know. We haven't announced that yet, so I can't really tell you too much, but there's something special in the works that's going to happen.
Absolutely. We have a huge announcement in January that you guys are not prepared for. I guarantee you.
We weren't prepared for it. As
soon as we can tell you about this, you guys will know all about this crazy, exciting thing. And then our squad is obviously going to have to get bigger. So you're going to have new people to talk to and share your wrestling takes or not wrestling takes. And then, of course, we're going to talk relationships, because we've been holding it down. But there's some stuff coming your way to talk about.
Okay, you can come out the corner. Jeez Louise, lady. But yes, we've been holding it down. We're going to have so many different content. I feel like I'm getting emotional. This could be the alcohol talking. But
watch party. That's right, Candace.
I just want y'all to, as this year closes out for our Main Event Mamas, I am not going to cry on this live, but I feel it's happening. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts.
That's why we're going to be letting her drink.
But I think it was coming, because this is our last May Night Confessions until next year. So, and for the people who are in the comments, you have no idea what you guys being here watching us does for us. We've only been on this for a short time, and I get to do it with my best friend, and I without y'all we wouldn't be us. And for you guys to love us unapologetically and supporting us, and we are going to continue to grow, and we hope that you continue staying and holding us down and bring people along with the ride. When I tell you, when we are able to announce what we are going to announce, for us, it was shocking, because we weren't expecting that, for us being just newcomers on the block. So I really want to thank y'all, for real. Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop before the tears really roll down my face and I look crazy on this live. So
I echo my sister's sentiments. We love y'all. Y'all have been huge, adding a lot of life and fun to our world and being the greatest cheerleaders in the world, you can find us. We won't be missing for too long. Like I said, we got a lot of content coming. We still have our aftermath episode. We have a relationships episode coming out. So y'all got something to hold y'all over while y'all home with y'all family or avoiding them like we will be, whatever works. And with that, we can't wait to share our confession booth in 2026 and invite you guys back in. So with that, good night, guys.